Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Josh. Welcome back to another toy review, and today we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends Mighty Thor, or Jane Foster, whichever you prefer. It doesn't really matter. So, yep, this is another figure based off of the Korg Build-A-Figure wave, of course, based off the film Thor: Love and Thunder. And I mean, can I spoil a little bit about the film? I mean, I think it's been long enough, right? Because there's a little bit of some stuff with the character. I mean, I'm just gonna say this right now. I've known a lot about Mighty Thor for a while, the lady version of Thor, but I don't really know exactly like her background story and all that. I don't really know what's the origin. Maybe it is the same as the film, but I honestly don't know because spoilers, I guess. So one of the things about the film, besides the whole, Gore the God Butcher aspect, so basically Jane Foster, she is dying from stage 4 cancer, so she figured if she gets the power of Thor, she could, well, be healthy, gets all the strength she wants, and she could wield thunder too, but, I mean, I guess we all know how that ends, so, yeah. I don't think I need to explain too much about it. Of course, before we get right to the figure, because this is part of the Korg Build-A-Figure wave, of course, I have to show you, what this figure includes. So this is not her box, this is just from Thor's regular, armor, the one that not too many people are really fond of. So, of course, she comes with piece number 1, and that's Korg's left foot. Yeah, so, just to kind of give you an idea of the packaging, even though this says Thor, I mean, you know what to expect when you get this figure. I mean, it's kind of been a while, so I'm not exactly sure if you can really hunt these guys down now because the movie came out a while ago, but, it is what it is, Set all biases aside because I know the film's not all that. I just want to focus solely on the figure, so without further ado, let's take a look at the details. Of course, as it is with most MCU figures, they never really shy away from the details. So all in all, everything seems pretty good for the most part. I don't think she's really missing anything. I mean, I try to double check and all that. I mean, looks pretty good. It looks like the character, you know. And let me see. My camera's been acting up a little bit. I don't know why. It doesn't want to, hasn't really been focusing all that well lately, so I do apologize for that. And and you got all the nice browns and silvers, and then we check out the bottom of the foot. Hasbro, and then of course you got the nice little red cape. I've always liked the capes on these. That I will always give compliments to without a without a doubt. And you can see the backside is unpainted. I mean, it is what it is. Of course, it's getting covered by the cape, so why would you, But I just thought I'd kind of point that out because I know there's some people out there that love to get super deep into the detail, but obviously that's not going to be the case for that. Of course, they're not going to want to paint the back, but that's okay. I do like the helmet a lot. Slightly shiny, not that much though. But I kind of do like that a lot. You can see how the light kind of shines with the helmet. That's pretty good. I mean, it is painted silver, but it's not like a deep silver. It's pretty light. In fact, the little wings there are slightly translucent. A little bit on the softer side too. Look at that. I mean, it's not bad, but doesn't that kind of mean that it's prone to like kind of getting warped over time? Like if I put this figure in storage and then I put it like that, don't you think those wings are gonna get pretty warped? That's kind of the only bad thing. But I don't plan on putting this in storage. I kind of like to have her on my shelf, so. Don't have too many complaints there. It looks like the character, so that's pretty good. So let me just lay my camera down. Hopefully it doesn't fall. I mean, I try my best to kind of secure as much as I can. So of course, without further ado, let's go on with the articulation. And of course, she's double jointed all over the place. Oh, and I forgot to mention she's pinless. That's pretty good. That's something that I've been kind of forgetting to mention within the reviews. Not on all the figures, obviously, but Hasbro's been experimenting a little bit with like how they kind of make up their figures. So when I mean by pins, I mean like how you always got like the holes in the in the between knees and in the elbows and all that. So luckily, Hasbro's been at least kind of trying not to do that so much with their newer figures. Although obviously not all of them is gonna be pinless joints and all that. Just to kind of give you guys a good idea of what I mean by that, in case you're a little bit confused. Here she is. Come on, come on. You haven't given me too much trouble yet. Just stand up. Come on. Okay, good. She actually looks pretty good in a pose. So yeah, just to kind of get an idea what I mean. I reviewed Iron Man last time, and he has the little pinholes. See, that's what I'm kind of talking about here. Just to kind of give you guys an idea, just in case not too many of you know what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all know what it is at this point. I just thought I'd kind of point that out for the uninformed. So, you know, that's very good actually. Oh, and I just noticed those little silver wing thingies. Not even. I mean, they're not really wings, but almost at least, you know, whatever. Kind of remind me of Namor a little bit. Not that much though. See, we got that. She could go that far back. She could kind of, you know, and that's good too because what I also like to mention with her hand, she kind of has like that kind of articulation going on. So like when she's wielding the hammer, you could definitely reenact her flying with it, in that position. So that's pretty good. I mean, they don't fly, but you get the point. They kind of like, whoosh, you know what I mean? I think we all know that. So you could kind of do it with her, and of course, I'll show off her little hammer in a little bit. Let me just get her situated a little bit. Just stand right there. All right. So now that there we go. Oh, cool. Now let's go over the accessories. Sorry, I kind of had to fix that a little bit. There we go. So, not counting the Build-A-Figure piece, so she comes with two accessories. She comes with Thor's hammer, and I do want to talk about it a little bit because you can kind of see all the cracks in it and everything. Because in case you're not up to date with the MCU films, back in the third Thor movie, Thor Ragnarok, Hela, she pretty much destroyed his hammer and he didn't have it no more basically. And basically for the next installments like Avengers Infinity War and all that, he would end up using an axe instead to kind of fight against Thanos and all that, just to kind of get you guys caught up. And then, you know, in this film, all of a sudden she manages to, I guess, not really piece the hammers together. It's kind of hard to explain. She basically went to New Asgard, and then they see like pieces of the Mjolnir all over, like in this sort of It's not a museum. I don't really know what to call it. It's kind of hard to explain it. Uh, some show demonstration thingy. I don't know. Just basically showing off, you know, during Thor's adventures and all that. And it's like, ooh, he uses this to fight against this and that. And then all of a sudden she came around and then some thunder and then the next thing you know, she's Thor. Yeah. I know, it's kind of weird. And in case anyone's wondering, because this used to bother me too, the handle. I used to think that was pretty long too. I was like, is that right? Is this camera gonna focus? Damn, my camera loved the character so much it doesn't even want to go in full focus. Come on now. There we go. All right, that's interesting. You can kind of see right there. A nice little silver detailing and all that. Oh yeah, back to what I was saying about the length size. I thought that was pretty long, but it turns out it's always been like that because there has been some Thor figures with this exact same hammer. So, okay, good to know that there's some consistency. Speaking of consistency, wow, she actually holds it pretty well. I like that a lot. There we go. There we go. Yeah, she can like bash someone with this shit. Look at that. She looks pretty good with it. You know, got some good. You know, can hold on to it pretty well. Does kind of slide off a little bit like that, but all in all, not too bad. She looks pretty good with it. If you want to, I guess if you want to, you could try and like kind of read. There we go. All right. I mean, it's she looks okay doing it. Looks okay doing it. Eh. Okay, that's pretty decent. So the other accessory she comes with is an alternate head, and I mean, it's okay. I mean, it looks a little bit like her, not too much. I do like the hair though. I do gotta compliment that. I love how like you see this nice blonde, see all the hair. I mean the detail in the hair, and then it kind of gradually goes to that brown color on the top, which is pretty good. Okay, camera's focusing on Jane Foster again. There we go. That's much more better. All right, kind of see. So it's good. It kind of sort of looks like her. The reason why I'm so conflicted it's because I'm not really used to this actress with blonde hair, so it's like it feels kind of weird. You know what else is weird? I don't know why the brightness keeps changing on my camera. Maybe Thor's in my room right now. He's constantly changing everything because of his thunder-esque charade. I don't know. Speaking of charade, take that off. No, wow, that was pretty simple. Good to know. Okay, but to put on it's always a bitch. So let me just. Oh, fuck. There we go. No, it could do a little bit better than that. Is it in? Is it in? Okay, okay, I guess it's in. Really? It is? Ew. Looks kind of weird, not gonna lie. Hold up. You know, give me a minute. I gotta keep trying. That's about it. That's kind of as far as I could get it. It looks slightly better now. Still a little bit on the iffy side. Doesn't look too bad now that I see her with it. I mean, of course, at least it gives you that kind of sort of variety to it. At least if you want to. I mean, it's up to you. Would you rather pose her without her helmet or with the helmet? I mean, you guys know I'm definitely gonna pose it with the helmet, but you know, just to kind of give you guys a good little clue. Because like I mentioned, she's a little light on the accessories, but that's perfectly fine, you know? I mean, and of course there's the Build-A-Figure piece, but unfortunately I can't show it to you because I already built the figure, so, you know, come on. Come on. Okay, now she don't want to stand. Look, I get it, we're towards the end of the video, but come on, Jane. I know you're dying of cancer, but come on now. Stick with me. Okay, that was kind of messed up. I'm sorry. Alright, so finally, let's get right to the size comparison. So here she is compared to, well, Thor. If, oh, yeah. That's the thing, when I reviewed this figure, he got this weird kind of gummy thing with the axe, which, I mean, I would say I hope they fix that in the future, but let's be honest here. Who knows when he'll return to the MCU, you know, and it's not because of the character himself, but because obviously with the situation with the actor, which I won't talk too much about here. I'm just gonna kind of leave it be, where he basically found out, you know, the actor Chris Hemsworth, he found out that he had some sort of gene that's kind of linked to like dementia. I don't remember exactly what it is. I think that's what it was. So he wanted to kind of take a break from acting for a while. So who knows if he'll ever return, you know, because there's rumors saying that he might come back for one more film and that's it, or maybe he won't come back at all. It's hard to really say. And then of course here, this was the previous figure I reviewed with Iron Man. Let me just kind of fix him up just a little bit. Come on now. Honestly, this figure is awesome, you know, besides some of the things. It's just I kind of had to, there we go. Gotta fix his footing a little bit. It's not really the figure, it's his foot. Okay, there we go. Whatever. Size comparison. Just to kind of give you an idea. Kind of on the thick side. I mean, it looks pretty good. Something wrong with that. You know, zombie Iron Man, because why not? I should definitely review this figure. Okay. And then this is the sort of maybe not a 100% sure next figure I might review, Zine Red Skull, you know, because he's kind of almost the same height pretty much, like wow. And you know what, fine, I'll throw him as a bonus. Here's Moreland. So of course that kind of ends the video there. So it's a pretty decent figure. I mean, it has a couple of issues, you know, besides the whole kind of standing aspect of it. I kind of wish it would have came with maybe a little bit more with like maybe a you know, like an electric accessory or so. But you know, it's what we got. It's okay too. You know, I mean, I can't really complain for the most part. It's a pretty fun figure. You could kind of mess around with it a little bit. You could do some stuff with it. And you know, I even forgot to mention the thing. You can even hold the hammer like that if you want. So there's still some nice little variety with it besides some of the issues, and you know, trying to setting your bias aside about the film, because I know that the movie it's not that great. So of course, the reason why I'm mentioning that, it's because that's gonna want to determine if you want this figure or not. But you know, if you want like a good sort of cheap Mighty Thor, I mean, I guess this is your way to go. I guess, you know, I mean, there isn't really too many Mighty Thor figures to go, you know, to sorry, in the first place. You know, just to kind of give you a bit of an idea what to expect. I mean, this is an MCU figure, so details and everything is spot on. Looks like the character. So you know what? I'll give it an 8 out of 10 just to be fair. So until then, I'll make it a little surprise who the next figure might be, you know. And until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to watch some more, and that's about it. See ya.